Hello guys, welcome back to our channel Homeopathic Trios. We come up with various videos on different topics of homeopathy. The entire aim of this channel is to spread awareness and knowledge about homeopathy and its medicines. So please do like, share and subscribe to our channel and help us reach our goal of 175 subscribers with this video. So without wasting much more time, let's dive into our today's video. So our today's video is on Staphysagria. We are going to study Staphysagria with the help of its repertorial rubrics where it has good weightage. We will try and link all the various rubrics of Staphysagria from various different repertories. So, the first important mind rubric of Staphysagria, and which also forms the center of this remedy, is mind egotism or mind honor wounded bad effects from. So, let's understand this in detail. Self-honor, dignity and self-respect is everything for a Staphysagria patient. He constantly keeps on feeling that he should not do anything which harms or lowers his dignity or status. He also feels that he should never lose his control and do something which is undignified. If by chance he does something which is undignified, that troubles him a lot, and he will constantly feeling of protecting his honor and dignity makes him extremely sensitive and alert, where we find Staphysagria in various rubrics like sensitive morbidly, which is given in Fartak's repertory, sensitive to what others say about her, which is also given in Fartak's repertory, and sensitive to moral impressions. Thus, a Staphysagria patient is an extremely sensitive patient and gets offended very easily. He constantly keeps on thinking about his image in people around him and also about the moral impressions. He will continuously keep on thinking about what is morally correct and morally incorrect, so that he does not do anything which is morally incorrect, as it might lower his dignity. So now let us understand what is the reaction of a Staphysagria patient whenever he is hurt emotionally at his sensitive points. The reaction can be of two types. The immediate reaction is of anger, indignation, insult, embarrassment, etc. However, these reactions are never expressed and are always kept suppressed. Thus, we find Staphysagria in the rubric anger suppressed from. The reason behind this suppression of emotions is again a strong thought of not doing anything which can lower his honor or dignity. He feels that fighting or quarreling are the reactions of undignified people or people of lower class, and he is too dignified to do all that stuff. Now this constant suppression of all his emotions slowly and steadily take him in a state of indifference, where he starts getting least affected by any insult, and so we also find Staphysagria in the rubric indifference or apathy. Another important aspect of Staphysagria is of extreme lasciviousness, and he constantly keeps on dwelling on these sexual thoughts. So Staphysagria is also found in rubrics like lasciviousness, which is given in Kent's repertory, or mental symptoms from sexual excess. A Staphysagria patient loves to be in any romantic relationship, as that is the only way to satisfy all his sexual desires. Now all this sexual excess causes extreme dullness, sluggishness and weakness of memory. He becomes extremely dull and imbecile. There is great difficulty in thinking and understanding things. Important rubric where Staphysagria has good representation is mind grief ailments from. The grief in any Staphysagria case is for years and it is always suppressed. He never expresses his grief, as telling someone about his grief fills him of low dignity. This grief in a Staphysagria patient might also be because of disappointment in love. He gets depressed and peevish in grief. Very rarely a Staphysagria patient's grief arises out of financial problems, professional setbacks or deaths of family members, etc. Now this helps us to differentiate natrum mur and ignitia from Staphysagria, which are other two important remedies in this rubric, where in both these drugs the cause of grief is mostly the death of family members, while natrum mur can also have a grief because of disappointment in love. He too doesn't let anyone know about his grief. However, this is because he does not want anyone to know about his weak points, while Staphysagria thinks that expressing his grief is of low dignity. Now, after understanding the mind of a Staphysagria person in detail, let us have a look at different organs of the body where Staphysagria has best action. Staphysagria as a remedy works very well in genital organs of males. It is also a good remedy for urinary organs or teeth or skin. Now let us understand Staphysagria's action on all these organs in detail. Staphysagria works very well in diseases of both male and female genital organs. However, its action on male genital organs is very well marked. Staphysagria acts wonders in diseases of orchitis, that is, inflammation or swelling of one or both testicles. It also has a great action of prostatitis, that is, inflammation or swelling of the prostate gland, or diseases of the spermatic cords, etc. Now, all these complaints are mostly caused by excessive sexual abuse, as these people constantly dwell on sexual thoughts. These people tend to masturbate excessively. A Staphysagria remedy works very well in cases of nocturnal seminal emission, which is followed by extreme weakness. Staphysagria is one of the very good remedies for backache due to sexual excess. The patient might also get dyspnea, that is, breathlessness, which is aggravated after coition or by sexual excess. Staphysagria is one of the best homeopathic medicine for prostatitis or benign enlargement of prostate, that is BEP. This involves inflammation of the prostate gland, especially in the old people. These pains of prostatitis or BEP extend from anus to urethra. They also get frequent urination or burning in the urination with prostatic trouble. Usually, the patient of prostatitis presents with concomitant symptom of piles. All these complaints are aggravated by emotions, touch, or in night, and are better by warmth and are better by rest. Staphysagria is a wonderful homeopathic remedy for urinary organs, and it works best for diseases like nocturnal enuresis, that is involuntary urination at night, or cystitis, that is inflammation or swelling of the urinary bladder. The patient has great burning in the urethra, and the most striking feature of this burning is that the burning is absent while urinating. Staphysagria is a wonderful remedy for honeymoon cystitis, that is inflammation of bladder, after every sexual intercourse. It is useful in young women who develop a constant urging to urinate or painful urination after coition. Staphysagria is also a wonderful skin remedy and works very well in cases of eczema, psoriasis, etc. It can cure eczema of head, ears, face and body where there is formation of thick scabs with dryness and violent itching. The main important feature of eczema or any skin disease of Staphysagria is that scratching changes location of itching. It is also a very good remedy for figworts and condylomata, etc. Staphysagria is also a very good remedy for toothache during menses. The teeth of a patient are black and crumbling. The characteristic feature of this toothache is that the teeth are painful to touch of food or drink, but not from biting or chewing. The patient is also aggravated by drawing cold air in mouth and by cold drinks and by eating. At the end, we will have a look at some confirmatory symptoms of Staphysagria, that is, the symptoms which help us to confirm this remedy in our practice. Ailments from sexual excess or masturbation. Intense craving for tobacco and tobacco products. The patient is sleepy all the day and awake all night, which causes body ache. The patient has bad effects of injuries from sharp cutting instruments and post-surgical operations, etc.